Hey guys!
Hey guys!
We're the Dorkeries.
We are the Dorkeries.
And today we got something on the brain.
What could that be?
I don't know. Take a look and see. Take a look and see.
We're Comic-Con planning
Yes.
in April.
I know what you're thinking. Drew, it's April. How in the world could you be thinking about Comic-Con,
Comic-Con's
which is in
July?
But Comic-Con.
Why did I feel like I was on the Disney Channel for a second?
Comic-Con is something that, we just plan year round. We just constantly plan year round. Hi, friend. Hi.
She's like, why is everybody yelling? She also doesn't like it when we raise our voices.
It's okay.
But something big is happening today,
Yes.
and that's why all the energy.
Huge.
We like to call this day Hotelpocalypse.
Well, we know. I mean, everybody calls it, right?
Okay.
Well, I call it our hotel lottery, and we're going to win.
We're going to win.
We're going to win.
So if you don't know, when you desire to go to San Diego Comic-Con, you cannot just call on the phone and be like,
Hey,
I would like to book a hotel room.
I'd like one right by the convention center at your lowest rates. I am a Hilton Honors member. They're like,
Maybe back in
okay.
2009, but not today. Today, you actually have to get online at the same time that everyone else going to Comic-Con is online. You have to put your name into the lottery. You have to tell them your top 5 hotel picks and what you're willing to pay for them, and they'll notify you in about a month after you've chewed all your nails off.
It's not true. It's a few days, but it feels like a month.
And they'll tell you which one, if any, that you actually got.
Last year, we didn't get one.
We did
from
not.
the lottery. We had to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait.
And we got a hotel room about a week before Comic-Con.
It was quite sad. But here's the thing: there's 150,000 attendees, and everybody wants the downtown hotel because the downtown hotels is like, that's where it's at. So
it just means you're within walking distance. It means when you buy things, you can take them back to your room. It means that you can get in line at 2 a.m. in the morning without having to shuttle an hour across San Diego.
But it comes at a price. It's like $350 a night, in most cases. So some people don't want that. They're like, hey, I'll get on the shuttle and I ain't paying $350 a night. And I get that. I get that.
Either way, today is a big day for people going to Comic-Con.
We're like waiting.
That is the reason that I've squeezed into this extra small shirt that is about 10 years old.
We're waiting for the claw. That's what I'd like to say. So we get in this room and there's a bunch of little alien heads. We're the alien heads and we're waiting. We're waiting for it to get picked up and put in. That's the way I like to say it.
You have been chosen.
You have
and we
been
say,
chosen.
we are eternally grateful.
We are eternally grateful.
So let's talk about hotel choices.
Okay.
For San Diego.
Okay.
When you go into the hotel lottery, they tell you all of the choices,
there's a list
all
of
of the hotels that
50,
are available.
60 hotels.
And these hotels range from like right next to the convention center to like an hour away.
An hour.
To like, it feels like an hour away. They really are some though.
There's some that are ways.
That require you to take a shuttle, require you to rent a car.
Yeah.
Speaking of cars, there's even a lottery at some point for a parking space if you do have a car. So that's a whole other thing about going to Comic-Con. But let's talk about the hotels.
Okay.
You don't have to talk about all of them, but let's at least talk about the ones we plan for.
Okay, so we plan for, and we hope for, and we believe for, number 1 is Hard Rock Hotel. Why you say? Because that's where all the parties are, that's where celebrities. Now, we'll say this, if you want a good night's rest, probably not your hotel.
If you have young kids, probably not your hotel.
Yeah. And not because it's not comfortable, but just because it is constantly
the party spot.
Popping.
Yeah.
So that's number 1. We stayed there twice, I believe. So hopefully this will be number 3. So we always make that number 1. It's also like literally like one of the things that we love to do is carry our gigantic Funko bags or our gigantic Hasbro bags or our gigantic Mattel bags. That's my different bags.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out why, but it's very interesting.
And then it's
for me, it's poster tubes.
Yeah, poster tubes, swag. She loves the swag. So we literally just run right across the street, drop it off, and get right back in, and it takes like 10 minutes to go both ways.
Okay, but there's more hotels than that, and there's lots of fantastic places.
The number 2 is the Hilton San Diego Bayfront, which is literally like, if you are a Hall H person, which we are Hall H people, that's the hotel for you because it's literally the closest to the Hall H line. So if you wanted to wake up in the morning from Hall H and before the things start, take a shower because you've been sleeping outside for 10 hours, that's where you want to be.
Or you could be like 90% of Comic-Con people and don't shower all week.
Number 3 for us is the Omni, which is also like right next to Hard Rock. And the reason we like that one is because that's another place where a lot of celebrities play and stay. And it's also the one that I think always has the best wraps. Like it has like the huge Fox animation wraps and it's huge. There's so many rooms in the Omni. I love the Omni. We've never actually stayed there, so I don't know. Maybe this will be our year. Number 4, how am I doing? This is a great
You're doing great because I don't remember all.
Yes.
Like I let him keep track of the names of all the places we want to stay, and I pack the suitcases.
Yep. So number 4 is the Marriott Marquis Marina. That's the one that is actually attached to the convention center, which you think, and that's got to be the closest, but because of where you go into and where we spend most of our time, it's a little bit further away, but it's also, it's attached. It's also, fun fact, that was the preferred hotel choice of Stan Lee.
Huh, interesting.
He was always at the Marriott Marquis. Like, if you ever wanted to, like, see Stan Lee outside of the convention center, he was always in the Marriott Marquis, so.
I passed Stanley in the hallway one day.
Yeah, we did. Hey, Stan, nice to see you. And then I'd say the other one, like, there's different ones. Like, we could go the Hilton Gas Lamp Quarter, which is where, like, The Walking Dead and the Stranger Things and all that is. But we also like the Manchester Grand Hyatt, which is a little bit further away. But it's where a lot of the events that we go to, like Funko Fun Days is, the Her Universe pageant. And it also has the most rooms of all downtown hotels. So if you if you make that your number 1, then you got a greater chance of getting that because it has like 3 times the rooms that something like.
And we've stayed there several times.
And it's
great. We love it.
And all you got to do is go in the back of the marina and walk down from the Manchester Grand Hyatt. And it's not as busy as the front of the convention center, and you just get access to everything back there. So there's my top 5.
Last year we got put at the Embassy Suites, which we have never asked for.
Yeah.
But it for me it's like the very last hotel in downtown San Diego, as far as like
that's walkable
before you hit the interstate.
Yeah.
I will say it was a good experience.
Yeah. Lots of room.
Because you basically at Embassy Suites, you basically get 2 rooms for the price of 1, which is really good if you're going to Comic-Con to shop.
Yeah.
Because your stuff quickly takes over your room. So it was really nice to have a place to organize all of our things, get them all packed and shipped, ready to come home.
And free breakfast.
Yes, and it's also across the street from the pier area that has all of the restaurants. Found some really good places to eat last year just because we were in the proximity to that. It's not a horrible walk.
It was that day I had 2 pounds of Lego, or not Lego bags, I wish. 2 bags of Funko bags.
Yeah.
Woo, that was tough.
But here's what we know going into it. That no matter what, it always works out.
It always works out.
It always works out. So
even if you have to wait a week before Comic-Con, you will find a hotel.
What happens is we're going to go in this lottery and we're going to get chosen.
Yeah, we are.
If for some reason you don't get chosen, what happens is other people kind of shuffle around rooms. They'll say, I actually don't want this one. And you'll also get people that cancel.
Yeah.
Or people that decide they want a room together, so they're going to give up a room.
Yep.
So you just have to pay attention to Twitter. You have to find the good Comic-Con forums. And you'll find people along the way that will have a space for you. And it's all going to work out.
And this is a big year for Comic-Con because we don't have strikes. We don't have a pandemic. So we've got, hopefully, Hollywood returning everything back as normal and just going to go all out. So this is the year. It's I believe it's going to ramp back up.
And it also means if you came for the comics or Comic-Con information, dorkeries, you're going to get a little bit more of that here in the next few months.
Love it.
It's going to be fun.
All right, so we got the final countdown here in a couple hours. We're going to have a huge spread out, lots of computers. We're going to get this.
I'm going to Comic-Con.
See if you get the Running Man going. You just project the Running Man doing this, not doing this. Nobody wants this. You want this.
How's it going, Drew? Everybody's working on it. Some people being blocked out.
Yeah, we got a couple of good times. So you kind of want to be around that 2-minute mark to get the prime choice of the hotels, because I think also it takes a little bit to shuffle everybody. I don't know if anybody ever like just immediately gets in. I think maybe there's some, but I think it takes just a minute to like get all the aliens together before the claw gets their heads. So we've got one that's, I haven't heard from everybody, but I got one that's 12:02, and then I got one that was me. It was 12:03:55, so it might as well be 12:04. So those are our two like best shots so far, but I'm still yet to hear from people. I'm getting a lot of 12:15s, 12:17s, 12:13s, which is not a great time, but that's okay, because typically anything above like 4 to 5 minutes past the hour, you don't get a hotel, which is really crazy to think about.
I still feel like I'm gonna throw up. In the middle of all of Hotelpocalypse, we've gotten a little bit of work done. In the store today, we've got a second table. And guess what? This time, I didn't bonk my nose, look.
Aww.
And my old bonk is almost completely gone.
Yeah.
I can scratch my nose and it doesn't even hurt
I think you need to be bonked again.
anymore. But we're clearing a path. We can walk in a circle around the room. And we had furniture delivered today.
Woo, we got a table.
We got a dining table delivered today.
I wish this was here for Hotelpocalypse.
We got-
the challenge worked.
But we got a
could've sat
dining
around it like
table.
we could have sat around it like a boardroom.
I haven't picked out chairs for the dining table yet, so this is what we've got going on.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No, I like it kind of. But every day, a little progress. The Bricklink store is open. Woo woo. We opened that last night.
Yeah.
We've already had sales going.
Yep.
We're getting there, guys. Living the dream. But here's what we're celebrating today. Look at this. Look at this. You know what this is? Comic-Con posters from last year. What do we got in there? Bob's Burgers. I can't even, I'm going the wrong way. I'm going to go to the other side. Look at that. Look at that. This is how we live our lives. We just have Comic-Con swag everywhere. But let's see. All right, we got the Rookie. Some Hulu stuff. Here we go. Abbott Elementary. Bob's Burgers. This is a lot of posters from, this is just Comic-Con last year.
Those are the extras. That's just from the Hulu booth.
Oh, I'm starting to spill over. Family Guy. Anyways, it's always fun to just be surrounded by dorky stuff. Like Drew.
That's a knee slapper.
We should make shirts that say, "We survived Hotelpocalypse."
Did we? We won't really know until...
we're
Monday.
alive. We survived it. And then on Monday...
Is there a chance that you could die from Hotelpocalypse?
There were some moments I felt like I was going to throw up.
Well, it's like I always tell you, it's just like, slow down. It's okay. You're in.
I don't necessarily enjoy the whole experience. But we're going to find out Monday that we got our top pick hotel.
Cats.
Cat tail. But we got a lot of other things done today for this whole process of moving in and opening our store back up and
Getting orders.
unpacking.
Getting orders out.
And it's been a good week on this little adventure.
I just unpacked some sealed Lego sets, and I'm trying to convince the boy to let me part them out for the Bricklink store.
That's horrible. He has been waiting a year to build his Lego.
One of them is mine.
One of them, you pulled out 20. We're talking about like all of his birthday presents, all of his Christmas presents from the last year while everything was in storage. It's things he never got to build. You're not taking them. I don't care.
Yikes.
But
Why did you just mom me so hard?
because I feel bad that our kids lived for an entire year with all their stuff in storage.
Okay.
So But now they get to build them, and they get to also live the dreams. But tomorrow is going to be a really fun day. I've got some surprises for you.
Oh, fun.
I cannot wait to show you, but that's going to be in the morning.
And in the meantime,
go dork yourself.
Pew pew.
Cat tail.
Woo.
Hotelpocalypse.